Victory or death!
Greetings, Starfighter. You have been recruited by the Star League to defend the frontier against Zur and the Kodan Armada. Get ready? Prepare for blastoff.
Victor to Starfighters, my name is Carlin Jones, and this is a Starfighter full movie podcast. And today we are going to be watching the newly released MCU movie, Thor Love and Thunder. And today I brought along such a special guest, coming from all the way from Bath. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Is that the name of it?
Yeah, it's Bath.
Tam, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, coming all the way from Bath in the UK to be here with you to watch Thor Love and Thunder.
I feel like you're not here to watch Thor Love and Thunder. You're just here to see Chris Hemsworth, because we literally talked for a good 10 minutes about his physique and his amazing upbringings in soap opera.
That is so true. As I said to you, for me, he will always be Kimberly from Home and Away, and I am a ride or die Chris Hemsworth fan.
Okay, well that's good, because I'm most likely going to be shitting on this movie. Because you could talk me out of it.
Well, I think we both
Yeah,
are.
okay, well, all right, then that's fine too. So I chose this movie today. This is my choice because I grew up on comic books. I love superheroes, Marvel, DC, you name it. And when MCU first appeared all those years ago, like, it was cool, it was exciting, but like now it's completely formulaic. It lost its charm, it lost its energy. And I mean, Love and Thunder is just, I'm just singling out one movie, but it's kind of like everything since Endgame and a little bit before Endgame I've just never cared to watch.
I agree. I feel that it's very out of focus now. I also think it's the case where you have to have watched all of them to understand what's going on at this point, and I just haven't.
Yeah, that's kind of true. They all, well, is that the case though? Because I know a lot of them, they say it's like in timeline order, but really, like, you can skip movies. You can skip movies. You can skip some of the TV series, and I feel like you'll be absolutely fine. Like, I feel like you definitely don't need to watch Miss Marvel in order to watch this Thor movie, because I've never seen it.
Do you have to watch that to watch this? Because I've never seen that either.
I don't know. See, because I don't. That's what I'm trying to say. I've never, and I love Moon Knight as a character. I have his comic books, but I've never seen the Moon Knight show. Never seen Miss Marvel. Never seen. I did see the Spider-Man movie, Far From Home. I thought that was trash. But yeah, I mean, MCU has lost its energy. I don't know what else more to say about that. I have no expectations for this film, except for it's going to give me a joke every 5 minutes.
Let's hope they're good ones.
So you also have a podcast that you just newly started, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. So I launched my podcast back in July. It's called Goes The Tam Tam, and it's looking at anything I particularly want to look at in pop culture. I've also got a blog. So I've got a blog called, and this is long-winded title, it's called The Ultimate Guide to the Fashion of Doctor Who, and it's a cosplay blog. And
get out of here. I was just talking about Doctor Who the other night to somebody.
Yeah, no. So if you want to know what someone's wearing in Doctor Who, one of the companions, then I can tell you where to get it, or I can tell you where to get a version of it. So, yeah.
Okay, so I guess you're a fan of Doctor Who, because I haven't watched like this newer seasons or this newer Doctor, the female Doctor one, but I've watched like the previous one. I watched that pilot episode and I thought it was boring.
Okay, so yeah, I'm a fan of Doctor Who. So I love the 7th Doctor from the original series. So that's Sylvester McCoy.
Mhm.
And the episode you're talking about, so Peter Capaldi from the later series, he's my other favourite Doctor. I like Jodie Whittaker. I think she has the potential to be a really good Doctor. What she doesn't have is the writing. She's been let down by the writer.
Okay. Well, I'll take your word for it because we're also going to be talking about some Doctor Who during this movie.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. So, all right, Starfighters, if you want to watch this movie along with us, you can watch it on Disney Plus because obviously any Marvel film is a Disney film. So, with that said, we are going to get started with this movie in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome.
Very black at the moment. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just like, what's going on? It's already not starting off good. Already starting off pretty horrible. So we had a conversation earlier about accents and how much I love your accent. But you said it's not a traditional, or it is a traditional British accent, but just not, it's one of like 50 British accents.
Yes, it is. And it's very regional. So they're all very regional specific. My accent, you don't hear a lot of anymore outside of where I actually come from. So when I lived in London and places like that, I was always a bit of a curiosity because it's very, I suppose if we're any American listeners, it's very country.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I guess technically I have a Southern accent.
I really like your accent.
What makes you like it though? Is it just like, you probably like it because it's just different.
It is different, but I also really like the fact that you're very clear to understand, which I find with a lot of Americans. I think sometimes,
Really?
yeah, I think sometimes
You probably haven't talked to me long enough then.
I think in the UK, sometimes we bunch our words up together and we speak quite quickly or we speak quite slowly. We use a lot of dialect words, and that can probably be quite hard to understand. But I think with you, I can totally understand you. It's really easy. So, yeah. And it's just a great accent.
Well, thank you. I think no one has ever said that to me before.
You can put that on a poster on your wall. Or, I don't know if you get reviews for your podcast. You could have a review that said, I've got a great accent. Great accent.
Yeah. You know what I'll do? I'll totally, I'll use your voice. I'll take this podcast and you saying that I have a great accent and an amazing British accent. I think people are going to love me even more.
I love that. I allow you to use it.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on, but I also like that there's not really much dialogue. It's just visuals.
Yeah, I like that. I think
so. It's easy for me to.
I think his daughter's just died.
Oh yeah, that's right. You've seen this movie.
Yeah, but to be honest,
I'm the only one who hasn't seen it.
It was not. Yeah. I'm watching. I feel like I'm watching it again for the first time. I couldn't really remember much of the first time I watched it.
Wow, I always, yeah. It's always such a bad experience going to a movie and then just literally leaving, trying to figure out what you just witnessed.
I love that guy's hat.
Yeah, it's definitely out there. Christian Bale. I heard he's the only positive thing about this movie.
Yeah, I heard that as well. I can understand what he's saying as well, which I can never understand when he's in Batman.
Oh, really? Okay, so I was just about to ask you. So who's your favorite Batman?
Who's my favorite Batman? Is it okay if I say the original 1960s Batman?
Yeah, Adam West.
Yeah, Adam West. I think he's brilliant. I think he absolutely
I
embodies the
have a
character.
friend. Yeah, yeah, he's great. I have a friend named Noor who I mentioned earlier who loves London. Like that's like she calls it like a second home, but she's like super in love with Batman. Like she loves the character Batman, but she like had no idea who Adam West was.
Well, it is a very kitschy TV show. So if we're going via films, then I'd probably say, oh, I don't know. I actually like Christian Bale as Batman.
He's great too. I don't think I think George Clooney is horrible. I also think Val Kilmer is boring.
I've never seen. I've only seen the one,
Michael
the
Keaton's okay.
Catwoman. Yeah,
I think
I've only seen
he
the
was a good
Catwoman,
Batman.
Michael Keaton. Oh dear. So I'm not really sure what the context of any
God,
of this is.
yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting. I guess I guess we're witnessing
Oh,
look at the way he's like looks. He kind of reminds me of Kratos. It's kind of like a Kratos ripoff. I don't know how familiar you are with God of War.
no, I'm not familiar. You're going to have to fill me in.
Yeah, so God of War is a video game about a man named Kratos who lived in Olympus or a village outside of Olympus where all the gods were like Zeus, Poseidon, all that stuff and um I think one of the gods tricked him. They're
Yeah,
at war and one of the gods tricked him and he accidentally killed his own family, and because of that
yeah.
he decided to get revenge on who is it? Apollo? No.
Is it
Whoever
Zeus?
the actual god of war is.
Oh,
The actual
Mars.
god of war. Yeah, whoever that is. He decides to get revenge on him, and then the whole first game is about him killing the actual god of war, like an actual
Oh,
god.
nice.
And he takes his powers, and now he is the new god of war.
Oh, so this is Taika Waititi. He's playing the guy made of rocks. So that's the director.
Oh. So he's the director and the actor.
Yeah. We've got a bit of Enya now.
Interesting. Interesting. This this looks like a really bad parody.
Yeah, it does.
A really bad parody.
So is this confirming that Loki's definitely dead then?
No, because Loki's gonna be back. They already started filming Loki season 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I actually got asked to work on Loki, the
Really?
first season. Yeah, and I turned it down because it was literally a text out of nowhere on Valentine's Day, and at the time, um, my then girlfriend was like, "We already have plans,"
Oh my god.
which I didn't want to. I definitely didn't want to do it because I knew she was gonna definitely feel salty about it, but
Why?
it definitely would have been quite the experience.
That's boyfriend commitment. Because I'd be like, no, I'm doing it. We can have a Valentine's Day another time.
Yeah, well, especially if you could possibly meet Chris Hemsworth, right?
Yeah, yeah. Or Tom Hiddleston. I mean, you know.
Yeah, people love him.
Yeah. Oh. It's the other Chris.
Yeah, what do you think about this guy, Chris?
Chris Pratt.
Chris, whatever. Yeah, Chris Pratt. What do you think about him?
So I only came across him, obviously. My first, I was he in Parks and Recs? Because I never watched that. So the first time I saw him was in Guardians of the Galaxy, and I thought he was really good. And
oh wow, see, that's great then.
You know, but subsequently, then I found out he's not the nicest person. So.
Oh really? Wow.
And I've got to be honest, I liked the first Guardians of the Galaxy, but I didn't like the second one. I didn't like Volume 2. I thought it was just not great.
Yeah, I think they're all trash. I absolutely hate the Guardians of the Galaxy, the MCU version of them. They're absolutely horrible. They're so hard to watch for me.
We've got a Doctor Who reference here, though, because obviously Karen Gillan was Amy Pond in Doctor Who, and she plays Nebula.
Oh yeah, she is in Doctor Who.
Yeah.
She's one of the what do you call it? The assistants?
Companion. Yeah, she's a companion to the 11th Doctor.
That's right. She's awesome.
Yeah,
she's
fantastic.
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I think she took a C grade MCU villain, very forgettable character, and she made Nebula into someone, well, he's still around now, let's be real, and she's interesting. You know?
Yeah. It's so tough. These are such amazing characters, but I feel like the MCU is just fucking trashing them.
Oh god, okay, here we go. He's got his yeah. Oh. I'm here for all this stuff. I'm here for.
Oh yeah, we know you are. Yeah. So okay, let's really get into it for our female audience out there, because we all know why you watch Chris Hemsworth. It's definitely the sex appeal, it's all this stuff, but all right, let's be real. What makes him so dreamy?
Okay, so for me, obviously, when I first met him, he was a teenager. He was like 20. I mean, obviously, I didn't meet him, but when I first saw him on TV, and he didn't look like this really.
See, you're already delusional.
Yeah, I know. Well, when we first met, no, when I first encountered him in Home No Way, he didn't really look like this. And he just looked like a hot teenage boy. And he's just become more and more hot as time has gone on. I would say, though, I feel like he's too big now, like in his body. I feel like he needs to kind of tone it down a little, because I worry that he's going to explode. He might burst himself like a giant tire. And I don't want that. God. But I would also say...
Yeah, this is...
Yeah, no, this
is pretty cringe. I don't know what's happening.
Those owls. Are they owls?
There's something.
Yeah, no. So one of my friends, her best friend, her husband works for Disney in the UK doing the visual effects. Uh-huh. So whenever you see a light on any machines, like any of the aircrafts or anything like that, spaceships, he and his team will have done that. But no, sadly, they're not the best employers. Did we, though?
Yeah.
Did we work with the team? Oh my god, they've just destroyed that thing in the back. It's things like this.
Oh, is that like their kingdom?
Yeah, that's what they were trying to save. It's things like this that make me not like how Thor is now. Because he's not stupid, and that's how he's become. You know?
Yeah, he's definitely become stupid. I feel like actual Thor wouldn't even bother in helping other people's wars. I feel like that's kind of beneath him. I have no idea why he's traveling with the Guardians of the Galaxy. He could definitely do a lot better than that.
I think he went with them at the end of Endgame. I think they all just met up then, and he went off with them.
Right? Yeah, I know that, but I just don't understand why he would actually go.
No, I don't get it either.
It just doesn't make sense to me. So, how do you feel about Natalie Portman?
I like her. I think Natalie Portman's a very good actress. I don't think she's had many films where she's been bad in. The film for me that she's awful in is The Other Boleyn Girl. She's totally miscast in that. But then I'm a big Anne Boleyn fan, and I really hate the book. I hate the film. It's lies, I tell you. But I think everything else she's been really good in, and when she turns up, you always think, okay, so this will probably be better, if that makes sense. There are some actors and actresses, when you see them in the cast, you're like, okay, so this is going to be probably good, as opposed to mediocre or bad.
Right. Yeah, I got distracted a little bit from this actress. I forgot her name.
Kat Dennings. And I didn't Google that. I just knew it.
I feel like she was one of those B-list actors for so long in her career, but she literally gained so much fame from that sitcom she was on.
Yeah, Two Broke Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's got a great voice. So I've been listening to...
I love her voice.
I've been listening to The Sandman on Audible, and she plays Death on it, and she's got a really, really great version of that she does. Yeah, no, she's got a great voice for radio. Very interesting.
Yeah, I've always liked her voice. I mean, I've always kind of had a crush on her when I was younger, because she had like this emo goth vibe kind of going on.
She's very refreshing as well, because she would be, I suppose in Hollywood they would call her plus size, whereas that she just looks like a regular woman.
Really?
Yeah, I would say that they would call her plus size, because what is she? She looks like she's a 10, a 12, but most actresses are so thin, aren't they, when you see them in real life? But she...
Oh, they so are. Oh my...
A healthy woman, you know?
Yeah, Natalie Portman has always looked super, super tiny.
Yeah, very small.
But it's true what they say. Film does add 10 pounds.
Yeah,
to anyone.
Right. That's why I always say there's at least 12 cameras on me at any one time.
Wow. Yeah, I like Natalie Portman. I don't really have anything against her. She's done a couple of movies that I really liked, but I also feel that she's not great in anything, and she's also just not bad. Like, she's a pretty safe actor.
Yeah. So what is...
Unlike Sandra Bullock. I think Sandra Bullock is awful.
Yeah,
People love them some Sandra Bullock.
I now no longer know what's going on. That's Tessa Thompson, but I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, why did it just change like that? One thing I don't understand is how they don't really show how much the world has affected since Thanos attacked, or since any type of huge conflict that's happened with the Avengers.
Well, I'll tell you where else they don't do that, Doctor Who. They've got a tendency just to say, oh, everyone's forgotten about all that stuff that just happened.
Well, I've only seen one episode of Doctor Who, but I would imagine they don't talk about it because isn't he like going to like different parallel worlds every episode?
No, he doesn't go to different parallel worlds because he can't do that. So it's usually Earth, but then every now and then something huge will happen. And it'll be like everyone collectively forgot that Daleks invaded or that planets appeared in the sky that weren't meant to be there.
Oh, that's weird.
I know. I think it is a problem that isn't universal to the MCU. I think it's a problem when you have any sort of sci-fi where you kind of have to have normality going on, but to make it believable. But at the same time, these crazy things also have to happen. So, yeah, I think it's one of those things that happens to a lot of sci-fis. It's the same sort of, thing that they all suffer with. So it's Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, that's right. That is her.
The guy who's playing Thor is Luke Hemsworth, who's Chris and the other Liam, his brother.
Oh, and that's right. He does have a brother.
Who's that other one?
That's Matt Damon.
Matt Damon, yeah. And Sam Neill was playing the dad. Odin.
Yeah. This movie is one big giant freaking parody. Who thought this was a good idea?
I do not know.
It's kind of gotten to a point where I think the MCU can just make anything, and there's a bunch of fanboys and fangirls that are just going to go out and see it.
I think that's true. I think that's right. Oh, is that her? Is that Natalie Portman? What's her name?
I think... No, it is. Nope. I bet it's Miss Marvel. Nope. I'm wrong. It's going to be Natalie Portman. Yep. I don't know. Listen, this is such an MCU movie. I can be like, I think Deadpool is going to come out of nowhere, and he can possibly just come out of nowhere.
Is that the Stargate ring? You know, when they used to go through the Stargate? That looked like that.
Oh, are you a fan of Stargate?
Well, I like the film, and I kind of watched the TV show for like 1 or 2 episodes. But
so boring.
Yeah.
It was so boring.
I felt like they took a premise and they just made it very boring. I completely agree. What is this? See, I've forgotten all this. I saw it and I've forgotten all this.
I've heard of this. I've heard people always talking about the giant goat gag they do on this movie and how it's overplayed.
So I've got to say, the thing that I don't enjoy, like I love comedy and I've got a background in comedy. I used to do a bit of stand-up, not famous stand-up, open mic nights. I think the thing about comedy is timing's really important. And I think that's a lot of these, I've noticed now, a lot of the MCU, they just carry on one joke, but they just drag it on and on and on and on and on. It's not funny anymore.
Right.
Oh my God. They heard that then.
One character. Okay, so I don't know. Are you into video games?
I've only ever played Final Fantasy VII and I was hardcore into The Sims. Does that count?
Sure. Yeah. That counts, I guess. I always find just the Guardians of the Galaxy so weird because they came out with a video game last year and it was actually really good. I felt like the story was amazing. The characters that they had on there as like just appearing were really awesome, but yet they still made the base characters of the Guardians of the Galaxy just like the MCU characters, and it just ruined it for me.
Oh.
So when I see Mantis in this movie, I already know she's not going to be important on here, but she is such an awesome character.
It is a shame. I mean, she doesn't really do anything. I mean, I know she did stuff in the second Guardians film, but it feels like she's just there. They don't know what to do with her, which is such a shame.
Yeah, she could be so freaking amazing.
Now I'm just listening to it.
How? How does Thor not know who he is?
I agree. Because we had one film where, the first film, Thor, where he was finding out who he was. This kind of feels just a repeat of that.
I feel like we're watching teenage Thor.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's supposed to be going through a midlife crisis, but
Yeah,
he's
that's
too
not
hot to be midlife.
Yeah, you have to be in your midlife to have a midlife crisis.
Is he wearing a Pokemon t-shirt? Is that a Pokemon ball?
Who, Thor?
Yeah. When they pull back, it looks like a Pokemon ball. Oh, God.
I missed it. I'm going to be looking for it. I don't think so. Disney does not own Pokemon.
This sort of stuff is embarrassing. It reminds me of the sort of comedies you got in the noughties, like Knocked Up and stuff like that, where they had gags that just went nowhere and they weren't funny.
Oh, okay. So I love to call this awkward comedy.
Yeah. But it's not that awkward. Have you ever seen Alan Partridge?
No.
Okay, you should look up Alan Partridge because that is awkward. That's so awkward you want to die inside while laughing.
But I feel like a lot of a lot of Ryan Reynolds is awkward comedy.
Yeah, yeah.
And therefore, if Ryan Reynolds is doing that in Deadpool, MCU just completely like, oh, we have to write everything like this.
I also think it didn't help when they had the guy who used to write Buffy. What is it?
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and so I think he brought a lot of that snarky back and forth, which worked really well on Buffy, but I don't think it necessarily every character has to sound like that. Every character did sound like that on Buffy, but it made sense because it was in universe. So having a couple of characters that sound like that's their personality, that's how they speak, that's fine. But then making everybody talk like that kind of diminishes it, doesn't make a lot of sense, and it's not as funny, in my opinion.
I agree. I think that's why MCU during its first few phases was like pretty awesome to watch, because when you have Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man and how sarcastic he was just like hilarious. He was so smart but yet so rude as a character, and then now everyone's kind of doing that.
So who? I think that's Lady Sif, who just disappeared from Ragnarok. She wasn't in it.
Oh, well, yeah, I wouldn't know.
What happened to her?
Ragnarok was horrible.
Did they just leave her there? Like, did they get her to a hospital? She was missing an arm.
Yeah, this is all over the place.
I'm just gonna look at the time code. Oh my god. It's not started yet. We're already half an hour in and it's not really started yet. Because I'm not
So right now, I feel like right now, if you were to start any random comedy from the 90s, that would be the length that this movie has left.
But, like, what is the plot so far?
Yeah, there is no plot so far. Absolutely not.
And this is sad because as we were talking about the director Taika Waititi, now I think he's directed some amazing films, and I think that you're not a fan of Ragnarok, but I thought it was kind of a breath of fresh air compared to how a lot of the MCU films are, because it was quite funny. It didn't take itself at all seriously.
Well, it was so different. That's why.
Yeah, but this just doesn't feel like he made it, if that makes sense. This just, yeah, no.
Yeah, no, of course not. It's again, very formulaic and whatnot.
Every time I see that pony, that Pegasus, in any of these films, I'm always like, oh my God, it's going to be her. Look after the horse. Why isn't anyone, why is that horse in battle? You know?
Yeah, I think it's the same thing.
Oh no, they did get her to help.
Welcome back. Why is she on Earth?
Oh, they live there now. They live in this is New Asgard. This is where they live.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't understand either, because were there other people living here, or have they just occupied this town? I don't know. It's not clear.
Oh. So all those people fighting are like Asgardians.
Asgardians, yeah. They're what's left.
I thought they were just regular people. I'm like, wow, these people are like really fighting for their like home.
No, they're like, no, they can do this.
Okay, I was about to say, where was this energy when, the first Avengers movie? They're just hiding like cowards.
It's not going to him, is it?
It doesn't seem like it.
No. It looks like Natalie Portman had an upgrade and she looks incredible.
Doesn't make sense. I know this is a comic book, Lady Thor or whatever it's called, but it just doesn't make sense. Because the people who can carry such weapons are like they have to be all mighty or pure of heart or whatever.
So he got an upgrade because he obviously felt not good because his hammer wouldn't come to him, so he's changed his clothes. Like you do.
Yeah, this movie is
So
what are we doing?
This kind of reminds me of a trailer. All of this stuff just feels like one long film trailer. Do you know what I mean?
It's a webisode. That's what it is. It's a web series.
None of it is coherent. Well, do you remember when they did I don't know if you ever saw it, but they did a web series with Thor. When he lived with a regular guy. I think it's still on YouTube. And this is what this feels like.
Well, that Hulk movie we were talking about earlier, the one from the 1980s where it had Hulk in it, that was pretty much nearly the plot of that movie. Hulk trying to cure himself, or Bruce Banner trying to cure himself of like the Hulk disease or whatever, and then this guy, his working assistant, can summon Thor whenever he wanted to from this hammer. And Thor was just living with him in his apartment, and it was like the funniest thing to watch. It was so amazing. Oh my God, whoever that guy was, that actor, he's so much better than Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, I have to see him now because I can't believe that.
Yeah, he's so much better. He's more charismatic. He's more, And he's like a total bodybuilder too.
So I think though so this is obviously how they broke up.
I don't understand where the disconnect is.
Oh dear, she just wrote him a note. She didn't even send him a text or a voice message.
She gave him a Dear John letter.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, that's what it's called. Wait a second. Why do people do this? I hate that. I hate when you're like romantically involved with someone and clearly the breakup or whatever happened. It was awkward, it was uncomfortable, whatever. And then later on they just talk to you like nothing's ever happened.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it's kind of like you don't know what to do. I mean, you either break their heart, you've also seen them naked. How do you go back to just going, oh, hi?
You don't go back. You don't go back. That's the point. So stop acting like everything is normal.
All right, so here is... Oh, he came out of nowhere. Oh. I've got to say, though, he upgraded his clothes, right? Now, that is a superpower I would like. To just be able to go, upgrade my clothes, please. You know? That would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty handy.
What would you like as your superpower?
Okay, so whenever someone asks me this, my answer is always, I don't know how familiar you are with the X-Men characters.
Yeah.
So an X-Men superpower that I want is from the character Archangel, only minus his angel wings.
Is that when he can heal from anything?
Well, no, I don't think he has a healing factor, which I wouldn't be surprised if he does. But his main power is his angel wings and him having a 0% body fat. Like his body is run to keep the perfect human condition at all times.
Oh my god, can I have that one instead?
Yeah, see, it's amazing. You can literally eat ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Lovely.
And you would feel nothing. Like you would feel perfect.
I wouldn't mind the angel wings either, to be honest. I used to commute to work and it cost a lot of money. If I could fly, that'd be way better. Oh, okay, so it was a distraction. They wanted the kids.
Yeah, I heard this movie also is just like a movie for the filmmakers that did this. Because that's all their kids in the movie.
Well, I think the kid who died at the start, I think that's Taika Waititi's kid. That's his kid, or the kid that is... Well, no, I won't give it away. I think Chris Hemsworth's daughter's in it as well.
Right.
I love her hair. I think it looks really good. Nice wig.
I mean, it looks all right. I'm not into blondes, so the fact that she changed it. But I mean, the highlights look good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, they look good. But she would look... I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, it's Natalie Portman. It doesn't take much for her to look great.
No, no. Because she looks great with the shaved head. Because in V for Vendetta, she gets her head shaved.
That's true.
She looks amazing.
She looks absolutely fantastic.
The rest of us poor human beings, we just we do with what we've got.
Yeah, it takes a special kind of human being to really pull off short hair.
So I've got to be honest, I think Tessa Thompson does a really, really bad sort of RP kind of British accent, to the point where I didn't realize she was an American. I thought she was an Australian.
I thought she was an American.
She's an American, but when I first saw her, I was like, oh, they've got an Australian in it. Yeah, no, she's meant to be. I think she's meant to be British, but it's
really, you know, ever since I started watching The Tribe,
Yeah.
I've been practicing my Australian accent,
Well, your Kiwi accent.
my Australian New Zealand
Yeah.
accent.
Your Kiwi accent. So I lived in New Zealand for a year, and that was amazing. And now I can tell the difference between Australians and Kiwis, and it just comes down to how they say fish and chips. You can spot them now. I'm like, Kiwi, Australian.
Oh, really? I don't understand how these people are so disorganized. Was there like no military
Well,
in Asgard?
especially when they were all fighting really well and working as like quite a cohesive unit, weren't they? And now they've just fallen apart.
Right. Like, Asgardians don't panic. Still don't know what this movie's about.
No, I don't either. I kind of feel like kind of wish it had been like a TV show, you know, like one of the Disney Marvel TV shows. I think that might have been better. Funny Adventures with Thor, where every week he's doing a different adventure. It's a different Hollywood A-lister with him.
You know what? That would be a great idea, and have it be 5 minutes like the Groot shorts.
Yeah. That sort of vibe, or just half an hour, really. And it's just like Natalie Portman in it for half an hour, you know. Yeah. There, look, that's the Stargate thing.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah. Where did everyone go?
I don't know.
They were no longer needed, so they just evaporated.
It's so all over the place. So who's your favorite superhero of all time?
Oh, I love Rogue. But I love her from...
Really? The X-Men character?
Yeah. But I love her. So I grew up on, you know, the TV show, the original one, with the banging theme.
Yeah, the 90s.
Yeah. That one. Yeah. And that
freaking amazing.
Yeah, no, she's my favorite. I think she's amazing. I hated what they did to her in the films. You know, I wasn't a big fan.
This makes complete sense now. That's why you love my accent. You know, she has a southern accent.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
I believe she's actually from Georgia.
Really? Oh, well, there you go then.
Yeah.
That's legendary if she is.
That makes complete sense. Wow. Now I don't feel special anymore.
No, I really, she's my favorite. I just totally loved her. I thought she was so badass in the cartoons, and I was really looking forward to her being in the films. And then when she was in the films, I was so disappointed. I was like, oh my God.
She's definitely going to be a part of the MCU. They'll
She's got to be.
Definitely have that pretty soon.
The actress, I can't remember who plays her, the actress, she's a New Zealander. So...
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she is. She was in True Blood. I can't remember what her name is. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I forgot her name too. She's a good actress.
She's great. I love her in everything she does. And it shows that she's so good that a lot of people don't realise that she's not an American.
Yeah, I had no idea.
So where are we now? We're with the kids in the cage.
Right. Wherever that is.
Yeah. How did you get... Like, blink and you miss it. I really wanted one of them to say, what's going on? And for him to just say, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay, so I have to tell you one of my biggest pet peeves in movies,
Yeah.
and it's having children in any type of movie, any type of TV show, and they serve no purpose to the plot other than to just be cute.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate. There's nothing that boils my blood more.
Be cute or be in danger. I think it's very exploitative because when you see a kid like it's in danger, you do feel like,
Hmm.
oh, I feel like there are stakes here. I feel that way as well when they get animals, when they have like a dog and that it gets saved from the explosion. Yeah, it's like the most basic level of filmmaking.
I feel the opposite. It depends on the animal. It depends on the dog. If it's what's a really good example? If it's like Garfield is in danger, then yes, save Garfield at all costs. If it's someone like Lassie, that dog, hell no. Lassie was always a racist. That was a racist dog from back in the day.
I've never heard of this.
You never heard of Lassie being racist?
No.
You never. Have you ever seen Lassie?
Well, I mean, I think I saw one of the films once. It was a type of sheepdog type dog, wasn't it?
Right, yeah. I have no evidence to support this, but I'm pretty sure whenever black people came around, the dog barked really loud.
Oh God! Oh no, that's really bad. I used to watch a show called Skippy, which was like Lassie, but it was a kangaroo.
Oh, yeah.
That used to shit.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Skippy was racist, but we never know.
We'll never know. It's better to just say it. It's better to say he was, especially if we don't know.
So that village has kind of got one of my all-time favorite films is Jaws. That village where they're living's got kind of Jaws type vibes, with the houses and things, with the clapboard.
Oh, okay. Your favorite film is Jaws.
Yeah, love that film.
Okay, I have a very, very funny thing to tell you, or a very interesting thing about myself.
You're part shark.
So, no, I wish. Wait. Have you ever seen that movie Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
No, I haven't, but I have heard of it.
I wish that was me. I wish I was Shark Boy.
Very cool.
So the thing about me that I don't know if a lot of people know. I try to tell people as much as possible, but ever since I was like in middle school and I knew that I wanted to be a part of film, like I want to be a filmmaker or write films, direct films, like whatever. I want to do that. I told myself that in order for me to be the most creative I can be, I'm going to stop watching Spielberg films, or I'm never going to watch Spielberg films.
Yeah.
Because I felt that he is like, obviously he's like the Mount Rushmore of filmmakers, and everyone takes from his style, everyone watches his movies and stuff like that. I feel that in order for me to be an individual or have individuality in my own content, I would just not watch his stuff at all, so I won't take from his creativity.
That's really interesting, because I think a lot of other people would go the other way, wouldn't they? They would watch all of his
Exactly.
stuff. But yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And even though I will have like different filmmakers that I will love and study, I'm sure they're super fans of Spielberg too, which they still have that in their stuff. But if I'm watching the other people's stuff, then I'm like getting the littlest amount of Spielberg magic possible. And that was my goal.
That's a really interesting approach. I've never thought of doing that before.
So with that said, throughout my entire life, I've never seen E.T. I've never seen Jaws. I just saw the first Jurassic Park for the first time a few months ago.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was very freaking stupid.
Really?
Well, okay, you want to know my honest opinion about it? I thought the entire premise of it is borderline, or not even borderline. It's absolute classism and racism at its finest.
Okay.
In terms of opening a theme park full of dinosaurs and all this extravagant stuff. Like, who the fuck is this for? Who can afford it? It seemed like it's only for a certain class of people.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
They're able to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like the movie was not for me, because therefore I would never be a part of that.
No. It's very interesting. I never thought of the people who it was the intention for the park to actually people to go there. But yeah, you're really right. It's only going to be for like wealthy celebrities or like Elon Musk, that type of person.
Yeah.
We're never getting in. That's it.
Yeah, it's exactly like those freaking Star Wars crews. But they're like 3,000, 5,000 a ticket or something like that. Like, who in the world? Like,
that's my heating bill.
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason to. Yeah, I just thought it was stupid. I thought the characters are dumb. I was really looking forward to Jeff Goldblum's character, because he's like referenced so much and people love him. But he's really just a heartthrob. He's hardly in the movie, if you want to be honest. He's like only in half of it.
He has got some good quotable lines though.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, some quotable stuff. I do commend the film, and obviously I guess this is a Spielberg thing. I do commend the film that it literally shaped the way dinosaurs looked into people's eyes. Because literally no one knew what dinosaurs looked like until that film. And even then, till this day, that's not what they look like.
No, because
people still identify with that,
haven't they? They've got like fuzzy body.
Yeah, they said they're giant chickens, basically.
Yeah. No, that's 100%. Yeah, but I think my favorite part of that film is when they're in the kitchen and the velociraptors are chasing the children. I just think that's a really great innovative way of using a chase sequence, because I think a lot of chase sequences can be quite boring, quite dull. And I just think it's a really good...
Yeah, I couldn't wait for those kids to get eaten. I could not wait. Again, that is a prime definition of just children doing nothing for the plot besides being cute.
I never think they do villains very well in the MCU. Obviously, they did it better with the giant purple guy who I can't remember the name of. But they get these giant A-list actors. Thanos, that's it. They get these A-list actors to be in it, and then they never do anything with them, you know?
Yeah, Thanos is great. To me, I think the best villain in the MCU is Killmonger, hands down.
Have we seen that one on screen yet, or is that in the comic books?
No, it's Black Panther. Black Panther's villain.
Oh, yeah, no, I completely forgot. Yeah, no, but I kind of felt very sympathetic towards him. I forgot what his name was.
Exactly. That's the point. That's the point.
You know,
Killmonger.
I thought he had a point of view that was, yeah. I think
he completely outshined Black Panther in that movie. Black Panther is boring.
I really want to know why they're there. And where are we now?
Yeah, I don't know what this movie's about. So far, okay, so let me tell you another thing about me. Whenever I watch a movie or a TV show, and they do very little to explain what's happening, either with a scene or a character or the entire plot as a whole, I take it upon myself to fill in the gaps and to make it make sense in any way possible, shape, or form.
I get what you're saying.
So, yeah. So if you ask me what this movie is about right now, it is about Thor trying to at the very least get on a booty call list with his ex.
Well, I was going
And
to
he
say
thinks
that.
saving these kids is the best way to do that.
I was going to say, is this not a sex tourist adventure? Are they literally they've gone on holiday to bang each other and bang other people?
That's kind of what this is. Only there's no banging yet, which I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed.
My favourite colour is green, and I actually really like the cape she's wearing, those different colours of green. I really like that.
Yeah, my favorite color is green too.
Oh, is it? Oh, there we go then. See? It's the best colour. Okay, so who's this? Zeus.
I thought Zeus was dead. Oh, wait, never mind. That's Odin. I'm thinking of Odin.
Yeah. This is the other king of the gods.
Right.
So his opposite number in Rome is Jupiter, because when the Romans, they took from the pantheon of the Greek gods and they just changed the names. So, you know, like Aphrodite's Venus and Zeus is Jupiter, but where are they? You know, they should have been hanging around on the side.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I love Greek mythology. Absolutely love it.
Same here.
Who's your favorite I guess Greek mythology person or legend?
Well, I suppose for me, it's got to be the Odyssey. I think it's just so, just such a great story, because you get so many different twists and turns with it, and it's just about one man trying to journey home and getting distracted along the way. He went out, he went to war, he went to buy milk, but he's got to come home and he's going the long way round.
Ah, nice. Yeah, I really like what's her name? Medusa.
Oh,
really
yeah.
love Medusa. And I love I guess Perseus. I like
Yeah.
that whole story.
Yeah.
Of course with him and Medusa. But the movies, like Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, is kind of like whatever.
I quite like the original Clash of the Titans, you know, the one from, I think it's either the 1970s or 1980s.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I know
I've seen bits and pieces of the original, and then I
Yeah.
saw the newer one.
the animation's not the best because it's Ray Harryhausen, and he used to do stuff with plasticine, but I think he was able to put a lot of life into it. Like there's a little owl that's in the film, and it has a personality, which I think you don't get in a lot of CGI stuff now. You know?
Right. Yeah. Okay. So here's a huge problem with the MCU. That I'm just like, I mean, I kind of already noticed it, but it's like a big form now. So I don't know how much you followed the newer MCU, like the new people that are kind of leading it to be the new Avengers.
No, not really. I don't know them really apart from Thor.
Right. So it's Miss Marvel, who's just a teenage girl who can like stretch things with her hands and her body.
Okay.
Daredevil.
Okay.
Moon Knight. Who else?
Is it a good idea?
Oh, and She-Hulk. She-Hulk.
Oh yeah, She-Hulk. I've seen a lot of hate for She-Hulk. I haven't seen any of it yet, but people seem to hate her.
It seems like a lot of mixed stuff. I'm actually gonna watch. I'm gonna do like episode reviews for my channel. You are more than welcome to come on that.
I would love to. I would love to, because if it's anything I love to do, I love to crush people, you know, mainly men, who are saying she's terrible because she's a woman. I love that.
I feel like if I were to have you on the episode, I would first start the 30 seconds talking about She-Hulk, and then you would be like, yeah, that's nice and all, but Chris Hemsworth, he's actually, and then and then we'll just spend the whole episode talking about him.
Okay, so I do remember what happens now, and I'm excited for it to happen.
Okay.
No spoilers.
But the point I was trying to make is all these MCU heroes that I just listed that are the new Avengers now, they're all street. Oh my god. Yeah, clearly. Yeah, we all. Yeah, this is not with the tattoos.
No, I don't get the tattoos either. They felt too much.
Yeah, felt a little forced. Yeah, I'm sure women went wild in theaters.
I'm sure
But
a lot of men
but
did too.
well, let's be honest. Do women really want this?
No, I'm not sure I would have wanted it unless I'd always fancied him. I've got to be honest, because he's not the sort of guy that really attracts me. You know, when it comes to celebrity crushes, but I see him and I've always liked him, and that's why I like him. But if I saw him now, no, I don't think I'd be attracted to him. It's weird.
Okay. Build your perfect man right now.
Okay.
What does he look like? His body shape, his accent, teeth, hair, all that.
All right. So my perfect man, I would say, is tall. Okay. And
okay, why do women always start with that?
Well, I'm sure
the height.
I'm only
The height can't be that.
Look,
it can't be that big of a difference.
I'm 5'2.5". I can't reach shelves. I have to ask people in the supermarket, "Can you reach that down for me?" I want a man who can reach up and grab me that cereal.
But what difference would it make if you're short too? Then everyone's tall for you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying how tall they are. They could be 5'5", you know. And then there's an actor.
But how tall are we talking about? about?
Oh, I would say for a guy, like 5 foot, like 11 would be my minimum.
Wow, minimum.
Yeah, that's not that. I don't think that's that tall. You know, but actually, I'm 5'2.5", so anything is tall for me, really.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I also like guys with dark hair, and I like a lot of like Asian guys. So yeah, maybe somebody who looks a bit Maori or like Eurasian. So not Chris Hemsworth.
So you're basically describing the MCU hero Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah, I think I saw him. I think he looked quite hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. And what about the accent?
Oh, accent. Well, I like Australian. Australian would be good.
An Australian Asian guy.
Yeah. Henry Golding from Crazy Rich Asians. He's really hot.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. I would climb him like a tree. 100%.
I watched that for the podcast. What an awful movie. It's basically Instagram the movie.
Yeah, I mean, it makes it look amazing though, doesn't it? I would love to go there on holiday to Singapore. It looks so good. Oh no, now he's covered up. It's lost stars for him now.
Oh no, what will we do?
I do feel though, Chris Hemsworth's one of those actors, because he is very attractive, I don't think he gets the roles. I think his attractiveness goes against him. I'm not sure if that makes sense.
It does. It's the same thing with like Channing Tatum. I think he's like an awful actor.
But I think, oh, he's lovely. But no, if I saw him now and I went to Thor and I saw him, I wouldn't be attracted to him. It's just because I've got history with him. He doesn't know me, and that's the saddest part of his life, that we've never met. You know? Mm-hmm. I bet he thinks about that every day.
What is going on?
I don't know, but I'll tell you something I do like, I've found quite good so far, is the gods have got gold blood, which when they kill them, I kind of like that, that they haven't got red blood. If that's all you can say about a film, you know it's not very good.
Right. I think this this really is. It feels like a really bad video game.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Like the story mode of a very bad video game.
We were talking about Scott Pilgrim, weren't we? And how, even though it's not a video game, it's probably one of the best alliterations of a video game on screen. And it shows you how you can do it. Oh dear. Is that Taika Waititi dead? I can't remember.
I don't know. But I can tell you for a fact that I don't care.
Yeah. No, I don't care either. And that's bad. Oh dear, Russell Crowe. We hardly knew ye.
He just killed Zeus. Okay, this is my point. I keep getting away from it. All the Marvel heroes that are leading the Avengers now, they're all street level heroes. Which means they are just basic human beings with slightly enhanced powers. They can just fight robbers, thieves, your occasional baddies. There is no reason that you would see these group of heroes and they'll be able to fight whoever Thor fights. Right?
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying.
Like if these new heroes were to go up against Thanos now, it wouldn't even be a close battle.
Yeah. Have you thought any of this was funny so far? Because I haven't laughed once.
No, absolutely not. But I do love this song.
Yeah.
I have the song on my phone and I literally listened to the first 15, 20 seconds and I just started over. I never listened to it whole.
So coming up is the moment for all us bisexuals. She kisses her hand. That's it. That's all we get.
Wait, that's what?
Yeah, so she's meant to be bisexual, and then she just kisses her hand, and that's how you know. That's for the gays in the audience. A hand kiss.
I thought she was just being polite.
No.
You would think they would have more of that in this film, especially from like if Asgardians or something similar to like the old Roman days or whatever.
Yeah.
They were all like,
yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Bisexual.
Yeah, but no, there's nothing. No, that's it. I think it's because a lot of territories like China and places like that, they're very down on homosexuality, so they want it not in the films, if that makes sense. So they need to have these moments where you can cut it out and it won't make any difference.
Of course.
Which is just
yeah. I think that's why Buzz Lightyear didn't do well in theaters.
Or do you think so? It wasn't because they didn't get Tim Allen then.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Evans has a good voice and all, but yeah. I haven't seen the movie, but I heard there's like a gay character and he's like making out with another guy and all this stuff, and a lot of people were just like, we don't want that, we don't want our kids to see that, which is very interesting.
I don't agree with that myself. I think, everybody like love, you should love who you love, as long as it's not animals or anything like that, it's fine.
As long as it's not animals. But then they can't love who they love.
Yeah, exactly. Or you could have like a duck fall in love with a chicken or a dog.
Yeah, that would make a weird movie.
Maybe that's the future of the MCU. Didn't they have a duck character?
Yeah, Howard the Duck.
There you go. Maybe that's his story. He falls in love with a chicken. He has to overcome the odds.
No, Howard the Duck, he likes humans, though.
Oh, God.
If you've ever seen a 1980s movie, he falls in love with a human woman.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Did you know it was a movie?
No, I've never, no.
You never knew that?
No, I didn't. I
grew up with that movie. I used to watch it like every day.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll send it to you. I'm gonna send it to your Discord right now. I'm gonna send you the poster. Wait till you see what he looks like.
I'm thinking it's an animation, but now you say that it's a woman. I'm thinking, who is?
Oh, it's no animation.
Oh my god!
It's no animation. It's live action.
Oh,
He actually
God.
doesn't look bad. I'm gonna send you the picture of what he is in Marvel,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna send you what he looks like in the movie next to his human girlfriend.
Oh god, that's so weird.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird, like showing affection, but the movie's great. Or at least I thought it was great.
Well, I'll have to look it out because I've never heard
Okay,
of that.
so here he is.
Okay. Right. Okay.
That's Howard the Duck.
Okay.
And you can see he's next to Spider-Man, Captain Marvel.
What?
I think that's even.
It,
I think that's even Lady Thor in the background.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I
Okay,
see her.
so that's. Yep. And then this is what he is in a movie.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he looks like a child. He looks like a duck child. That is so weird. Because like at least there he looks kind of like an old duck, but there he looks like a hatchling. And she looks like is that the woman from Back to the Future?
It sure is Leah Thompson.
Oh my god! So she obviously did that actress got a number of films where she needed to play questionable women with questionable tastes. Because from wanting to bang her son to wanting to bang a duck, what the hell?
Well, if you want to be honest, wait a second. Didn't Leah Thompson? She didn't play the girlfriend in Back to the Future, did she?
No, she played the mum when
the
she
mom.
fancied.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she fancied her son.
Okay, so here's a hot topic. Here's a hot topic for me. I believe that Hollywood is disgusting, and they really only big up films that really have to do with pedophilia and incest and all that stuff. And I always found Back to the Future, I used to love it when I was a kid, but now growing up I just think it's absolute trash because that's exactly what that promotes.
Yeah, I think when you get into it and you realize what it is gross. I think it's only the performances that carry it off, because like Michael J. Fox is very likable. You know, it's he's very likable. You know, I can't remember who's the dad. Is it Christian Plummer or something?
Christopher L. Lloyd was in it too, and he was amazing.
But yeah, I think it's performances that make it good.
Which he's like, how old is he? He has to be in his 90s.
Well, you say that, but then people did look.
Oh no, he's 83.
People looked old in the past. You know, when they were 40, they looked like they were 60.
Well, that's because white people age horribly. White people, and I feel bad for them. They age like every year is like literally 6 years or 6 to 9 years on their skin. Is this the part of the movie where he's like, we should start seeing each other again? And he's like, you should add me on your booty call list?
I think she's just told him that she's got the cancer. And he's like, Milner's helping you. He chose you. And this is like a big romantic. I think they're going to kiss. I think she wants to kiss. I want to kiss.
Why would it matter if she has cancer? Why would it matter if she has cancer?
Because she's dying, I think.
She won't die if she continues to be Lady Thor or She-Thor or whatever she's called.
Thor the Mighty, I think she's in this.
Yeah, Mighty Thor. That's what it's
Mighty
called.
Thor. Okay, they're gonna kiss.
She won't die.
Kiss.
Yeah, This kiss was undeserved.
Where do we rate this kiss?
But somewhere in like the 1s or 2s.
Do you get the
This
feeling
kiss
that-
is slightly, ever so slightly better, or maybe even lower than when Bray kissed Danny on the Tribe.
Is there anything lower than that though?
I don't know. That's pretty bad. I send memes to the Tribe chat about every episode that we review. I'm gonna send you one.
Yeah.
That I did for that kiss.
Do it.
You're gonna find this hilarious.
It's like have you ever heard the one about Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley when they were in Pirates of the Caribbean, and one reviewer said that it was like a nest of tables when they kissed because they were so wooden?
Really? Oh, I love. Okay, they're like my favorite movie couple of all time.
Oh, no,
their chemistry is out of this world.
Put my foot in it there. No,
but that's fine. I mean, they always start off like awkward. Every couple does.
I like that it's gone black and white, I have to say. I like that shift. Oh, let's have a look. I love it. It's a minion. I think that's what I must look like when I kiss, actually, because I've got really big eyes. So it must just be like really big eyes and then a tongue.
You just devour your partner.
Yeah. Well, I'm currently single because I've just finished my last meal.
Literally. Yeah, what a weird freaking movie.
So I do like the fact that it's gone black and white because it does feel like now we're in a different location. You know?
Is that? So I'm like, obviously I'm like super into like Marvel comics and all this stuff. And I'm like, one of my favorite thing about Marvel is like the universe or the space side of it. Like all the heroes that are from the outside the galaxy.
Mm.
So like Silver Surfer, Galactus, all those people that are like extremely powerful out of this world, out of this galaxy, that would just completely shit on like the regular street heroes.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man and stuff like that. So when I see movies like this, like Thor and Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm like, why can't you just be better?
No, I get what you're saying. Do you think that they'll ever try and have a big overarching story like they did with Infinity War again, or?
Yeah, they're doing that. They're doing that now.
Really?
This is supposed to gear up the Secret Wars.
Oh, well, they're so secret, I don't
Storyline.
even know about them.
Right. And Secret Wars is like, it's like a complicated thing to think about. If I were to make a guess from what I read a long time ago, I believe Secret Wars is about, I can't even know. I could be completely wrong. I'm not even going to guess at it. But I think the MCU really wastes its talents with trying to put all their eggs in one basket within the first huge phase, the first 4 phases. Because they used the Thanos arc, which was the whole overall arc, which is good. I think that deserved its own arc, which it did. But it also had the Civil War arc, which could have been entirely its own thing.
Yeah. That was kind of gone and forgotten, wasn't it, really quickly?
It's honestly one of the worst films because it's something that is so important to the actual Marvel universe, and it changed and shaped it and its characters forever. And they literally, in the MCU, it just happened and people forgot about it the next day.
Yeah.
Right. There's also the Ultron arc. The Ultron and Vision arc was that could have been its own thing. Yeah, they try to do too much, and now I feel like they're running out of ideas.
I've got to be honest. I'm not a big fan of the Avenger films. I like Infinity War and I like Endgame, but the other ones, they were very hit and miss for me, and I've never really
Right.
gone back to them.
Right. I mean, you never should you.
I won't waste my
They're that
time.
bad. Yeah, and then even now, there's a Blade is about to come out next year.
Oh really? Oh, see, I love Blade. I love the original Blade. I think that's
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah.
Who is Blade?
Blade
is it going to be
being
Wesley
played-
Snipes or someone else?
No, yeah, he's way too old. Well, actually, it's funny we say that. Wesley Snipes is old. Let's see, how old is Wesley Snipes? He should be in his 60s, maybe. Yep, he just turned 60 this year, which
He's
is
not really
crazy.
that old, is he? If you compare him to someone
Yeah.
like a lot of the actors that are around, like, yeah. I mean, he could play an old version of Blade and then you could get like a younger one. They do that a lot now, don't they?
The person who's playing Blade now is holy crap. Wait, what's his name? Hang on. I'm trying to research his name. His name is oh my god. I don't know if I can pronounce this. Mahershala Ali.
Oh, I know him. Yeah, he's really hot.
I'm starting to see a trend with the actors you like.
And he's a good actor as well.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal actor. He's 48 years old.
Oh, so, not really that young, is he? I mean,
No,
it's not in the
I thought
first
they would
flash.
definitely get someone in their 30s to play Blade.
Yeah, no, he'll be good as Blade. Why? Oh.
I think he's gonna be an awesome Blade. I'm just worried about it's Blade. Like, it's not a kid's movie. It's nothing for kids. And I'm sure they're probably gonna be testy and probably make it rated R, but is it really gonna be like a true Blade like film or atmosphere? I don't think so.
I feel like now I'm watching a different film. I feel like this
Yeah.
is better than what we've seen before. Like,
You see, right now, this is a video game, and we're into DLC content right now.
I do think the visuals are better, though. Is that right? Because I'm not video game savvy, so does that mean the visuals are better?
These visuals do look pretty cool, but DLC in video game is like downloadable content, so it's
Okay.
basically like things they took away from the game and just hit it, and then you have to pay for it later.
Oh, I get you. So this
That's
is
like-
a really good, this is in the trailer. This is the paywall stuff.
Yeah, bonus side missions. That's
I get
exactly
you.
what this is.
I think if the film had been a bit more like this visually, I could have put up with all of the fact that it doesn't make any sense, that there's no narrative.
Mhm. Like, imagine Daredevil or Spider-Man trying to fight this guy.
Yeah, it's not happening, is it?
It's like, what are they supposed to do? Okay, like maybe Captain Marvel, maybe, or not even maybe. Like, she can definitely
Yeah.
hold her own because her powers are from out of this galaxy.
Okay. I don't really need to see what happens to the goat and the face and stuff. Just give me this fight scene without any jokes. Just let it be what it is. Do you know what I mean?
Fight scenes.
We don't
Fight
need
scenes have to be, yeah, but fight scenes like this have to be really good choreography wise,
Yeah,
because
I'm not feeling
we
it.
all know that it's just we all know it's just two gods facing each other. I don't expect one to win because they're gods. They should be equally matched, which therefore can be boring.
I've got to be honest, I don't really know why Tessa Thompson's in this film.
Yeah, I know why.
In this. Well, I know why as well.
I know why she's in it. Okay, so you tell me. Tell me why.
No, because we could get sued.
No, we're not gonna get sued or anything. Tell me why. Why do you think she's in this?
So, is it because her and Taika Waititi would have threesomes during the making of this?
What?
Oh my god, do you not know about this?
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
He got into trouble with Disney. I'll send you the picture because he was like
filming. A picture of a threesome?
Well, no, it's just them kissing. His girlfriend Rita Ora, who's a singer in the UK, and the actress there, and yeah, I'll send it to you now. Hang on, here we go. Yeah, and apparently, apparently Disney were like, no, don't do this in public. So.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say it's because she's brown skin.
Okay. I mean, I think she was very good in Ragnarok. I actually think she brought a lot to that because she was very different, and I think that was good. But yeah, I just don't think.
Yeah, I'm not saying she's right. Yeah, I'm not saying she's a bad actress, but clearly I feel like she's only here to appeal to a certain audience, which feels disingenuous to me.
Hang on, I'm still Googling. Here we go. Oh, so it's killing her. The hammer.
The cancer's killing her regardless, bro. Just give her the hammer.
She looks great in the...
Yeah, she looks amazing with the hammer.
Right, I've just sent it to you.
Here, not so much. So he got in trouble with this picture?
Yeah.
For what? He's having fun.
Well, I agree.
Listen, what he's doing in this picture should be what this movie should be about.
I would see that.
And you know, it's so crazy. When this movie came out, I remember going on Twitter just to get a feel for what people thought about it.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people were like praising it for having like a character kind of go through cancer, like breast cancer, something for women to kind of,
yeah,
I guess relate to or whatever. And I thought, that's cool, but I also feel like it's still very disrespectful that they can have such a character that has such a trait that is completely relatable to all women and still do nothing with the character in a cohesive sense in the storytelling.
Yeah. Yeah. How does she know that?
I don't know. I think it's because she's brown skin. She knows everything.
I don't want to get cancelled.
It's interesting. Well, in case you didn't know, I am also brown skinned.
Yes, I did know that. Yeah, so that's why I'm letting you take those jokes. I am of the pink and blotchy skin, so.
Pink and blotchy.
Yeah.
That is an interesting way to call it.
That's Taika Waititi's daughter. That kid that they did a close-up on, that's her.
Mm-hmm.
They got a nice close-up of his daughter. Where are we now? Is this the black and white planet? How did we get there?
I don't know.
I feel like Christian Bale's in a different film.
He might as well be. I think I saw somewhere that someone recut this movie on Twitter, and then they like posted like their own adaptation of the film, and people loved it a lot more.
Okay, so now he's opening a portal. There's a lot of rainbows in this. I think there's too many rainbows. I love a good rainbow, but I'm seeing way too much of that.
I can't remember the last time I saw a freaking rainbow.
Come to the UK. You see them all the time.
No, really?
Are they all dead? Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. But that's because it does nothing but rain.
No, it's really sunny today. We do get what we get in this country is we get what I call non-weather. So we just get days where it's not raining, it's not warm, it's just grey. The clouds are grey, everything is grey.
That's right.
There's no weather.
That's right. That's what it is. I would actually love that. I love grey clouds. I love it, love it, love it. Look at this guy. Is that the only trick he knows how to do?
I feel like it is. You would have thought he would at least learned how the sword worked. Like, are there other powers
Right.
he's not getting into? Like my MacBook, there's a lot I don't know about it that I need to learn. I'm not just, yeah, he should have been.
There is
trying different
so
stuff.
much you need to learn. For you listeners out there who don't know, literally right before this podcast even started, you're like, how do I copy something on here and how do I paste it?
I'm not gonna lie, that is true.
I would think that you are a millennial.
I am. I am a
I
millennial.
believe that.
Yeah.
So that shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. You're like not even like a generation Z or generation Z. You're like a boomer. Yeah, like one of the boomer generations.
I'm a boomer in the body of a younger person.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that's my my MCU power. I constantly just upgrade my generation status.
Ooh. Okay, speaking of superhero powers, more superhero powers. One of my, if I wasn't to get Archangel's powers, another power I would love to have is Forge, and I'm pretty sure you know who that is too from the X-Men stuff.
That would be very cool.
Yeah, Forge has the mutant ability to understand any and all technology he touches.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I could do with that every single day. It's amazing that I've like some of the jobs I've had. It's amazing that I've had them. Editing jobs, crazy.
Why are these kids fighting?
Because he gave them the power of Thor or Thunder, or I just don't know. At this point, I think
is that how it works?
I think just turn it off and just turn off the sound and just watch the visuals. This is the sort of thing that you'd watch on an airplane. When you're going like on a long haul flight and it's just there, and maybe you're coming back from somewhere, you're tired, and it's just in front of you. I love that little girl though. That was cute. The rabbit with the powers. I love it.
Yeah, this is so bad.
I know. What's the music? What is that track? Is it? Do you know it?
No, I don't know it.
So
Thor, this is not the game plan. She literally said, "Take his sword."
She's gonna have to go and do it, isn't she? And
why not? You're dying.
Yeah. Well, I think that,
Just
I mean, if she wants to go out under her own terms, then that's her thing, isn't it? You know?
not even that, but you can die while looking good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a performance issue there.
Yeah, clearly.
It's like, oh no. Oh no, why did they bring the pony into this? Oh no, I'm just going to have anxiety about the horse.
The horse is fine. She's a big girl. Let her make her decisions.
Yeah. So now he's getting thunked around.
Just take a sword, for the love of God.
Oh. Okay, so... Oh, yeah. Fight.
Fight. Cutscene.
Talk to the hammer, because the rest ain't listening. I tried to do a thing there. I don't think it worked.
It did not work. But you get an A for effort.
Thank you.
Yeah. My friend Nora would love to talk to you. I think she just loves talking to people from the UK.
I would love to talk to her. We should open a three-way conference where we'd talk about a film at the same time.
It would be great. She has her episodes on my podcast are very popular.
Yeah, I think I've heard them. She's really good.
There's just an ongoing joke I have with her about her being single. And the reason why she's single is because her standards are like the highest of the highs. And it's just hilarious to watch. But if we can just do a joke, like a prank, where I'm like, Nor, I found a way for you to not be single anymore. I have a matchmaker for you from London. And then there you go, talking about you have like 10 different suitors for her. Lined up, ready.
And I'll call them
to look for love.
Well, so that she feels like she's getting an authentic Bridgerton style experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She loves it. She would love that.
I feel like, did Christian Bale even need to be in this film? I mean, I know he probably needed to be in it because of the money. No one's going to say
I don't understand. Right. I mean, I just looked at Scarlett Johansson's net worth.
Yeah.
And it was like 160 million.
Wow.
And I'm like, 2/3 of that has to be because of these MCU movies.
Yeah, 100%. I think it also enabled her to do a lot of what people call indie films. You know, she did that cool film. Right. I don't know if you've ever seen it, where she played an alien, and it was set in Scotland. That is such I can't remember what it's called, but it's such an amazing film. And she like pulls her skin off at the end. It's incredible visually. So strange.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, there's the sword gone.
Yeah, I don't understand why people were saying Christian Bale is great in this.
No, I think he's giving you your standard, what you would come to expect from him, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but what's the point of seeing him do a great performance in a movie that makes no sense of him performing in it, or him having that kind of performance? It's absolutely useless.
I agree.
Okay, I'm very for sure know who that is. I know who that is now. I was looking at that symbol and I'm like, is that who I think it is? And I think it is. So I'll tell you. So who he's kneeling in front of, that symbol,
Yeah.
that's this is gonna sound weird. But so the entire universe is made up of two entities, kind of like two people.
Yeah.
And it's called eternity and infinity. And they're both brother and sister.
Yeah.
That is infinity. And infinity is the construct of everything that is a physical essence in the entire universe.
Interesting.
And his sister, eternity, is time and space.
Well, that's so cool. I love the visuals as well.
Right. So they exist anywhere and everywhere in the entire universe. And if you really want to see like a really cool, accurate description of him and his sister, the Silver Surfer TV show does a great job at that.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah. Have you heard of the Silver Surfer?
No, I've heard of the, because I watched the rubbish Fantastic Four Silver Surfer film when I was a kid.
Oh, so bad. Yeah. So bad. Wait, I was a kid too when that came out. Are you my age?
Well, no, I think I was a bit older than that because I'm in my 30s. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's right. You watched The Tribe when it first released.
Yeah,
right?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're definitely a lot older than me. Oh, wait, I remembered it when it came out, but I never watched it. I only started watching The Tribe literally 2 years ago.
How did you get into it?
So again, when I used to have the movie channel when I was a kid, it used to come on this channel called Wham TV.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing it. I remember seeing the intro, and I'm like, "This looks weird, and it looks depressing." So I'm not gonna watch it as a kid. And I remember so many years passed. Literally 20 years has passed, and I saw it on Tubi TV, and I'm like, "Holy crap! This is that show that came on Wham TV. I should get into this. I'm gonna get into this." And I watched the first episode, and I'm like, "This is amazing." And I just started watching all of it.
I used to watch it on Channel 5 when it first aired. And obviously I was the target demographic because I was a younger teenager. So that's like the sort of age they wanted. And I still think it's insane that it ever got off the ground at all. It's, yeah.
Hey, look. Is that who I think it is?
Oh, why is he dying?
I think that's Eternity. Or not Eternity, excuse me, Infinity.
Yeah. Oh, so he wished for his daughter to come back from the dead. So I think that's Chris Hemsworth's daughter in real life.
Again, I hate children that serve no purpose but to be cute. You can literally field goal kick her right now, and I would not care.
That's what I feel like when I do DIY. Ever since I picked up that hammer, I feel like I've got an extra life.
DIY, what's that?
Oh, do you not do so DIY, it was what we call like if you were doing up your house.
Doing up your heist?
Yeah, your house. So
what's that?
Decorating or like putting a shelf up. We call it DIY.
I don't think I've ever experienced that. Or you mean like just making a shelf, or putting together a shelf?
The hammer, and I know exactly how she feels in that moment. It just makes you feel
okay, I see what you're saying.
I put an IKEA shelf together, and now I feel like I am a god.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I feel like this is me after I finish season 4 of The Tribe. I'm like, thank God it's over. Thank God it's over.
Series 4 was like, maybe they wanted to do another like a spin-off or a sci-fi show, and they couldn't get it commissioned, so they thought, let's do what we've got here and just make that into what we wanted to get commissioned. That's what it feels like, because it's so sharp,
right?
You know.
Right. So this didn't make sense. That did not make sense to me. And I know in the comics that for Asgardians, one thing that they always cherish when they go to battle is if they die, they go to
Valhalla. Yeah,
they go to Valhalla because that's like such a thing for them. I don't understand why she went there, because she's not Asgardian.
Is it because she became a warrior and like an honorary Asgardian?
I don't. If that's the case, then when Thor broke up that thunder and gave it to all the kids, if he would have do that to normal Earth kids at an elementary school, and if they were to die, would they go to Valhalla as well?
I guess so. Yeah. I don't know. So now
that didn't make any sense to me.
So this is it. So that was
that didn't make any sense.
Okay, so she's got a statue.
Why? She didn't do anything.
Well, they wouldn't know who she was anyway. She literally just appeared for 5 minutes and disappeared.
That's very true. Why have a statue? I'm going to be honest with you. I've never seen Thor Dark World, but now I want to watch it to compare if this is worse.
No, I think Thor Dark World is better, actually. It's more coherent. There's a reason, there's a story, it makes sense, you know. Okay. So I'm guessing.
Yeah, what was the point of that?
Well, I'm guessing that's a joke about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and yeah, why not?
Okay, here's another pet peeve. I hate when any movie tries to put in any type of like LGBT or animal rights or anything like that. That's just random, and they just have it in there to say that they're progressive and they have this and they're for this cause.
I would agree.
They're not.
I would say you get that pink pound thing, don't you? And it just feels like you've thrown it in there. You don't really care about the community. You don't care about, telling stories about these real people. You just want to make money. You just want to be able to say, oh, it's LGBTQ plus inclusive. I agree. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Same thing how I feel about Lady Thor or Mighty Thor's character with the whole breast cancer thing. I feel like Disney is taking a complete sports approach to it. It's kind of like any sporting event when it's like breast cancer awareness.
Yeah.
And they just like acknowledge it or whatever. The sport in itself, the players in itself, what they're doing that night has nothing to do with breast cancer or anything like that. It's clearly just to sell shit.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And I feel like
and you're just making extra money off either groups of people or causes.
Yeah, it would be completely different if this wasn't a Thor movie.
Yeah,
like, I think Chris Hemsworth could have just gone home. I think he could have been in it for the first 10 minutes, and then it could have just been all Natalie Portman.
Yeah. Actually, I think that would have been a better film. In a way, because I think you would have had, more. You would have had her having to deal with cancer, her becoming the mighty Thor. Yeah, I would have actually preferred that, I think. And you're right. Maybe not.
Who is this little girl?
Well, that's the little kid that the Christian Bale, his daughter, and she came back to life. And now she lives.
What?
Yeah, I know. And that's the title. So her name is Love. And he's obviously Thunder. Now, I think there's a cutscene in the
Yeah, there's going to be. There's always one, and I'm interested to see what it is because, since the movie's over, normally what I do for the podcast is, we talk about it, we rate it, but we also say what kind of appreciation we have for it because this is obviously someone's favorite movie out there.
Yeah.
And even though I didn't want to see it, it's all about finding an appreciation for movies that people love that I don't like. So yeah, you can go first since you're the guest. What did you think of the movie overall, and what is your appreciation for it?
Okay, so overall, I felt like there was some good material. Okay, I felt like the character storyline was interesting. I thought a lot of the visuals are really good. I liked when they went to the black and white planet. I thought that was really interesting, and I would much have liked to see more of that. Okay, however, I, like you, felt that there was no narrative. I felt like this was just a series of events that were taking place. And let's be real, if Thor hadn't been in this, if this was just a standalone film, would you have had any idea what any of this was about? And that's the problem, because in the future, when people come and watch these films, they will not watch them in sequence. And you're not really going to know what is going on, and it was just very disposable in my mind. So
wait, here's the thing.
He's got a boob injury. Oh no, chest.
Did Russell Crowe gain weight for this role, or
no? Well, maybe he did. I don't know. He might have been doing something else and gained for it. What's that woman fanning exactly?
Nothing. She might be fanning the other girl. At least that's what I hope. She's so pretty. Just let her do her thing. Oh, Hercules. What? Why would you add Hercules to this?
I don't know. Is he a character in it?
Yeah, Hercules is a character in the Marvel universe, or kind of like all the Greek gods are. But sorry to interrupt you. Keep going. What your
for me, it was just disposable. My appreciation for it, I would say, is that, if it's a rainy Sunday afternoon, you haven't got anything else to do, this is an okay film to watch. It's going to take up zero brain space, and you are not going to remember. I went to see this and I could not remember half of it. And I really like film, and I do take a lot of it in, but I couldn't remember any of this really. And yeah, I think it's very disposable, very throwaway. But saying that, there's nothing really contentious in it, or anything that you have to worry about your kids seeing, really. So yeah, that's what I think. What about you?
Okay, so this movie is pretty shit. It's pretty bad, and I mean really bad. I kind of always go against films that don't have a plot and are very weak in that plot area, but it really just felt like this movie is made by a well-known person in Hollywood, and they just wanted all their friends and family to be a part of it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like a group project or whatever. And that's cool if that's what you want to do, because anyone in film can relate to having a film family, and they just want to make films with their friends and whatnot. So I guess that's cool or whatever, but plot's horrible. Thor's horrible in this. Natalie Portman is just Natalie Portman in it. Looks gorgeous as always, but not really adding anything. I mean, I don't know what else to say besides it's just bad. Now, the thing that I can appreciate, and the only thing that I actually really love about this film is, again, it gives a hint or a little bit of a subtext to more of the greater mysteries of the universe in terms of Marvel, which, as I explained to you, it talked about, or it didn't even really talk about, but it showed eternity and infinity
Yeah.
that I explained to you. And I absolutely love their characters. So that was really amazing to see. That was awesome to see. But it's just, I think that pretty much sums up the MCU as a whole.
Yeah.
Characters that we all grew up with and have a special place in our hearts, to only see them in such mediocre shit films, but we still kind of like it because it will always have a place in our heart. It's kind of like nostalgia baiting.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
Well, I think Disney,
Yeah.
I mean, they are notorious for that. You've only got to watch all the live actions that they do, which are just, in my mind, you know, when they do the live action of the animated princesses and things, I don't think there's been a good one since Cinderella in my mind. You know?
Yeah, I think you're right. I can't think of a good live action princess movie from Disney. Even the old ones weren't really that good.
But yeah, it's just ever decreasing circles of good quality, I would say. And they are just trading now on these names that you know.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. This is a bit heartbreaking for me because, again, I grew up with these characters, and although Thor wasn't always my favorite, but people like the Silver Surfer and that Eternity, Infinity, and that universe side of the Marvel universe is just, they will always have a place in my heart. And seeing them or seeing any type of reference to them is amazing. And I'll probably like rewatch that scene again just so I can look at Eternity and Infinity. But it's just, there's no freaking use for it. There's absolutely no use for it.
No. And I would say
No.
this film is just, there's a lot going on, but it is boring. You know,
there's like a lot happening, but not a lot happening at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah. And the waste, you know, you've got so much waste here. You've got Christian Bale, waste. You've got Natalie Portman, wasted. You know, these people are being paid a lot of money, and I'm sure it's great for them just to turn up, do not very much, and then leave. But it's just such a waste because, you know, you've got these talented people, give them something to do, you know? Mm-hmm. And I feel that very much with Natalie Portman because, like you say, I totally would have watched Mighty Thor and Natalie Portman do this sort of thing on her own with, like, maybe Thor not in it at all. Like you say, I could totally have watched that film.
Yeah, just a big missed opportunity. But again, I don't think MCU, I don't think they care. They like legit don't care. As long as you listen to the fans about what characters they want to see, and as long as you make that, they're always going to be lined up to go see it.
And was it me, or was there way too much of the guy made of rocks in it?
Yeah, there's too much of him and too much of this music, this rock music. Yeah, it's just bad.
It's very sad because, you know,
wait, there's another cutscene.
I
did
think
you like pause it?
Yeah, I did. I've got to be honest. I did stay because I was getting something on my bag. And I always wait for the cinema to clear before I leave because I'm not going through a crash. Let's have a look.
Right.
Okay, so it's Stargate. Who's this? I wonder who it is.
And you're right, that is a Stargate.
Nice dress.
She's in, I want to say she's in Las Vegas. I'm not going to say Valhalla.
Idris Elba.
It's the guy from The Wire.
Yeah. I always call him, his name's Idris Elba, but I always call him Idris Elbow. I know that's wrong.
Elbow?
Yeah.
That's racist. No, I'm joking.
Oh, there we go. So there you go. Thor will return. Please don't come back. We don't need it.
Thor will return?
Yeah.
Which Thor? Because technically, yes, Chris Hemsworth will return.
Yeah. But are we going to get a good quality Thor? I doubt it.
Who cares at this point? I just want to write a very passionate, angry letter to the people who made this film.
Do you not think they've got a lot of those, though?
I'm pretty sure. Well, the people, yeah, they probably do. I mean, I know they do, but the people who probably send them are just like,
Not very coherent.
I don't know. I feel like I feel like I'm a part of like, I live on both sides, like the filmmaking side of like what I want to see in a film, and then the other side of like what I want to see as a freaking Marvel fan.
Yeah. No, I get what you say about that, because I mean I feel that way with Doctor Who, not as passionately with it, but I have to say that what we have had recently with Doctor Who has not been the best writing. And
I would never watch the new Doctor Who. Never.
No.
I heard there's a spider episode, so I'm never watching it.
Oh yeah, no, I couldn't watch that because I don't like spiders either. So yeah, that wasn't for me. But yeah, I do get where you're coming from with it. If you really enjoy something, and then, but for me, films should be able to stand on their own, even if they're part of a series. They should be able to stand at least a little bit on their own, okay? And for that, the film we've just watched, Love and Thunder, I felt like you had to have watched at least one Thor film. Doesn't even have to be Ragnarok, any of them, just to understand slightly what was going on, because there was no shorthand. You know? I mean, there were all those scenes between him and Jane, but that's just their relationship. It wasn't a standalone. It felt just like the second part of Ragnarok, but not good.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be posting something on my Instagram about this film. But yeah, I feel like we could talk about this all day and all night. But that's the episode. So Starfighters, thank you for listening. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment below. If you are on Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcasts, leave a review. And thank you so much for my guest today, Tam. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, and of course, again, plug up your podcast so where people can listen to you.
Yeah, okay, so you can find my podcast. It's on Spotify. Just search Pop Goes The Tam Tam. So that's how you find me. And I'm lucky enough, we're going to have the host, we're going to have Carlin on an episode to talk about Spaced.
That's right. The British 1999, I believe, TV show.
Yeah.
TV series. Yeah.
Nice. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. But yeah, all right, Starfighters, that is the podcast, and I will see you on the next one. But until then, victory or death, Starfighters.
Victory or death!